Going back in with Acute anointing. Now I'm just going to slather that up. Can you slather oil and stuff? Yes, you can. Welcome back, friends, or if you're new here, just welcome. Today I am going to be pre-pooing my hair using my hair mask and oil. So let me just show you what I'm starting out with. Yes, I slept all over it and I got rained on, but here we are. Okay, so first let me just go ahead and take this down. I just thought I was being cute or whatever, I don't know. I got the little bobby pins holding the twist in place in the back of my head. Just gonna pull those out and I'm gonna take these twists down. I be trying, y'all. I be trying and trying. Okay, anywho, so I'm gonna get that together. I haven't really been sharing my refresh videos. Well, it's been months and I don't know if I will. I only shared them as shorts to begin with, but I don't know, it just seemed like nobody really cared, and so I was like, I don't know why I waste time, but I don't know, I may go back to doing them on occasion, just because I do refresh my hair in the middle of the week, because moisture, keeping your hair moisturized, is possibly the most important part of hair health and thus hair growth. And since I have been making the extra effort to keep my hair moisturized, knowing my hair type, to make sure that my hair absorbs and retains as much moisture as possible, has been a game changer for me. And in addition, I have been just adding moisture when I need it. So I know a lot of people like to go as long as possible without adding moisture, but that's really just not the best way to go. If you prefer protective styles, that's fine, but you can still moisturize those throughout the week. If you're keeping it in 2 weeks, throughout those 2 weeks, you can still spritz your hair with water or some kind of moisturizing spray. This is not a lecture. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help because I know we all want the same thing: healthy hair, healthy/long hair. Some people want both. Some people only care about one. Some people only care about long hair, but it's really hard to have long hair without it being healthy because you will get a lot of breakage. Though some people pull it off. All of us are not some people. Anywho, so yeah, this was just for my refresh that I had done a couple days prior, and so I'm just gonna finish taking this hair down and proceed with the pre-poo. Alright, I've gotten it all taken down and I am quite big and floofy now about the head. Look at me go. I feel like I should do that more often. Just do twists just with only the custard. I can have big floofy hair, but that's not the point of this video, is it? Okay, I'm trying to tell you that I'm sorry. So now, I'm just going to prepare my hair for the pre-poo by sectioning it all off. And I usually do that by separating my hair in half down the middle. I use some water to help me do that. Since I have the shower filter, I'd use the water from the shower filter and not just from the sink. A little tip for any of you that have a shower filter, because I'm only trying to use that water on my hair. So I went moistening my hair some just to make it easier to part it down the middle so I'm not ripping and tearing and causing breakage. Okay, and now that I've gotten my hair all separated, I'm going to put that hair up out of the way. I'm going to twist it up and stick a clip on it. It works real well, nothing fancy. Alright, and now I'm going to take this other side and I'm going to wet that down a bit. And I'm just going to split this in half now, even further. So I'm going to work in 4 sections, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. I try to make the sections somewhat even, but we're not looking for perfection here. Or are we? I shouldn't be. Anywho, so now I'm going to take this section that I'm ready to work with and I'm going to wet it down some. I'm not going to fully saturate it like I'm getting ready to wash it, but I do wet it more than when I do a hot oil treatment. And I just take my hands and rub the water into my hair. And I especially make sure I include my ends when I'm giving my hair all this attention because they need it. And I make sure I'm also very gentle with my ends because that hair is our oldest hair and tends to be more dry and the most brittle. So, just gotta baby a little bit. Alright, now that I'm satisfied with how I've done that, I'm going to go in with Twilight Tempest Deep Conditioning Hair Mask. And I'm going to apply it to my hair after I struggle the top open. So that's how much I'm going to use. If you recall, the last time I used the hair mask, I felt like I didn't use near enough. As I was applying it on my hair this time, I was like, did I apply way too much? I don't know. But I did apply at least double of what I did last time, just to make sure that I was actually thoroughly coating my hair with the product, which is kind of the point. So I go through and just finger comb that in, rake that in, whatever we're calling that now, just to make sure that all of the hair is coating and to start the detangling process. Since I am doing this pre-poo with a conditioner, I am going to detangle. That's been working out for me when I do this because it makes it so that I hardly need to do any detangling when I go in and actually deep condition in the shower. Yes, most times I do still deep condition in the shower. So I'm going in with Acute Anointing, my wonderful hair oil. I'm going to apply that right on top of the hair mask, just like I do when I detangle in the shower. I did not warm it up or anything. I don't actually, at least with this, I don't think it's going to be necessary, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm just applying it and make sure I get it all over the hair, all over the hair strands. Going in with the trusty unbrush. You know how I feel about it. Then I'm going to start from the ends and work my way up to the roots while I detangle. And I like to brush and finger comb and fush. Oh my God. Mouth. I like to brush and follow through with finger combing because I just feel like it's the best of both worlds. Make sure I get all the tangles out, get all the clumping that I want, and all of the things. So that's just how I've been doing it for the longest. It's been working for the longest, and when things are working, I tend not to necessarily change them. Well, anyway, moving right along. I haven't found a better detangling method, and detangling was the bane of my whole existence for the longest. So unless I find something better, I won't be changing it, which I don't think I will. I'm rambling, so I'm trying to tell you that I'm sorry. So anyway, just gonna finish detangling this hair, which took absolutely no time because, tooting my own horn, my conditioners, all of them, have incredible slip because I specifically made them because my hair is such a tangled mess that I needed something that I could detangle my hair with. Put the unbrush with it and you got a match made in heaven. So I finished all that up, and now I'm just going to twist that hair up in a bantu knot. You do not have to put your hair up in a bantu knot. You don't really got to even put your hair up if you don't want to, I suppose. I just like to get it out of the way. You could do a 2-strand twist, braid, whatever. Be creative. Moving on to the back, I'm just going to take that hair and I'm going to give it a good spray just like I did in the front. I want that hair to be nice and moisturized. Well, hydrated, wet, whatever we're going with. All of this is about moisture, friends. Okay. I take my hands and massage that water in, making sure that I pay good attention to my ends while also babying my ends so that I'm not too rough with them so I don't cause breakage. That's how much I'm using on the back. Pretty much the same amount as what I put on the front. I'm just going to apply again all over the hair. Press it in there and also finger comb, finger detangle. All the other words that mean finger comb and finger detangle. And make sure I get all the strands thoroughly, especially the ends. Going back in with Acute Anointing. Now I'm just going to slather that up. Can you slather oil and stuff? Yes, you can. Just slather that all over the hair on top of the deep conditioning hair mask. Alright, now I'm going to go in and detangle this back section using the same method I used in the front section. I'm going to brush and finger comb and brush and follow up with the fingers just to make sure I get all the tangles out, snarls, snags, whatever. My back, the back of my hair, I should say, is usually far more tangled than the front, just because I think I sleep all over it, and that kitchen just be doing what it want back there. But my kids didn't know what a kitchen was anyway. So the back is usually far more tangled, but as you can see, I'm just getting through that smooth like butter. Okay. Now I'm going to twist that up in a bantu knot just like I did in the front. I also like the bantu knot because it just fits up under the caps better that I put on top of my head. When my hair is loose, it's just a little bit more defiant, Alright, doing the other side. And we're back. It's all finished. Look at me. Okay. Now I'm going to take this trusty clear plastic shower cap and put it on top of my head. I'm going to leave this on for about 30 minutes. Well, that was my intention. It ended up being more like 45-50. So here I am. I'm going to take all of this down now. And let me just tell y'all. I was unprepared. I didn't realize that my hair would end up being this soft. Now, this is my heaviest conditioning product, mind you. And I did leave it in there. It wasn't an hour, but it was like 45 or 50 minutes. It was much longer than I was intended. I only intended for 30. And there was the addition of the oil. So all those things culminated in my hair being exceptionally soft when I went to go rinse it out and wash my hair. To the point where I didn't actually even condition it when I washed it. Because you can over moisturize hair. And I didn't want to risk doing that. It already felt like ridiculously soft even after I washed it, so I was like, we're just gonna leave that. Anywho, so this is pretty much it for this one. Here's what I ended up, at the end of the results, okay, before I went and washed it. If you like what you saw in this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads, and give this video a like because it does help out. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. I was really surprised with how this turned out. Apparently, if I need to save time and not condition in the shower, I can do this beforehand. Okay. Anyway, with that being said, I'll see you in the next one, my friends. Bye.